Day 53. Oh, we no longer have the spray with us. Oh well. Package has been delivered. I should have waited and went outside first. Oh well. This is a lot of stuff. Very nice. Schoolyard or tomb? Schoolhouse, I should say. And I guess I've already messed up my chances of getting into room 8, but oh well. The tomb. Let's go first thing and get the key. Lady Epson's diary key. These candles aren't lit anymore. Interesting. So we also know for sure that the angel with the hoe has it pointing downwards. We know that this is pointed upwards. Don't know about this. Don't know about this. Don't know about this. Well, we can come back to this. I think I'll explore the right side a little bit to get some rooms out of the way so that I have a higher chance of getting her ladyship's chambers when I'm on the left side going downwards. Brass compass. Do we want to take a brass compass? I could actually, I will take it because I'm going to craft it immediately. I'll make a dowsing rod. Sure. Oh no, are there no items? It's unfortunate. Take a look at YouTube chat. Very good. No messages. That's what we like to see. Kind of want more rooms more than anything else. The hallway is pretty good here. But dining room might have items. Coupon book. Car keys. All right. Need to go left here. Oh, huh. I'm hearing the sink in the other room. Interesting. Magnifying glass. Very nice. Come on, give me Diamondus Major. Oh, no, it's the inkwell. That's what it is. Trophy room. That's looking pretty nice. Well, ooh, I think I will go for the trophy room just because I kind of need the gems. Hallway. A security door. Whoa. Yeah, let's use some keys here and try to go up in the cross. Probably won't be drafting the library here. Well, actually, guess it will be. Apple. Oh boy, what do we need to get? We haven't read these two drafting strategies yet. We haven't read, wait, volume 5, volume 4. Oh, so that's volume 3. We also haven't read Realm and Rune. We've read like the torn up copy down in the basement, but not the actual copy. Want to go to the left? Yeah, sure. I'll wait to buy this stuff. I'm going to redraw in hopes of getting a, like... Ooh, a gallery is interesting. Yeah, let's get a gallery. It's been a long time since I've looked at this puzzle here. So to be completely honest, the people that I was trying to do this puzzle with last time I looked at it, like did some digging of their own and found the answer. And they didn't tell me what it was. They said it was kind of, all they said is it didn't really follow the trend of think, ponder, realize. And they said it was some sort of pun. It was some sort of like strange word, an uncommon word. I think I will spend some more time looking at this later, but for now, I'm going to move on. I'll definitely take a drawing room here. choose the swing hall and then try again. Ladyship's chamber. Notice that this is like the Araja Airy symbol on the book. Unlocked. Ladyship's sleep diary. 11779. My dear diary, after countless sleepless nights and failed home remedies, my physician has waged me to document my sleeping routines in the various bedrooms of our estate. It is his hope that by tracking the caliber and length of my sleep in each room, together we may come to a deeper understanding of my condition, and perhaps with luck find a more comfortable environment in which I might finally find some amount of rest. Clara. 11879. My dear diary, to begin, I thought it best to start with my own room, despite already knowing how unsuitable it has been for my sleep of late. Perhaps it is all the old memories that linger here, as it is impossible not to think of home among so many mementos of my youth. Nonetheless, I find comfort in gazing at the stars before dozing off, and it pains me to consider that if this trial is successful, it may be one of the final occasions that I sleep here. Clara. So it does mention gazing up at the stars. Let me take a look upward. Because it has this skylight, I should say. So I bet this little route here are the stars. That's the only thing that I can think of. Free gem. Don't mind if I do. My room. Sleep duration 2.5 hours. Quality peaceful despite brevity. Observable effects. I awoke the following morning with 10 less steps, but also observed an additional star in the sky. Oh, so is this if you end the night in a bedroom? This happens? Interesting. Dearest Diary, last night I retired to the guest room, as I have yet to gain the courage to ask anyone to surrender their room to me, even for a night. This bedroom is a cozy space normally reserved for guests staying the weekend. However, I found despite having a choice between two beds, that neither proved to be very comfortable. I must speak with Herbert about this, as our guests deserve at the very least as much comfort in their stay as we have. Guest bedroom. Sleep duration 4 hours. Quality very fragmented. Observable effects nothing special. 12279. My dear diary, it was strange to sleep in the childhood room of my late husband. The room was just as I had imagined it from the stories he had told me of growing up with an older brother. Herbert informed me that the room has remained untouched, almost identical to when they both occupied it. To avoid any accidents, I slept in the bottom bunk, as climbing the ladders is not as easy as it used to be. Despite my exhaustion, my thoughts of Simon kept me up through most of the night. Clara. Sleep duration twice the usual. Quality 2 times as restless, Observable effects. The next morning, I went to the family tomb to visit his grave and was surprised to find a flower already laid. Interesting. So if you end the night in the bunk room and then draft the tomb, there should be something special that happens. 12479. I could not bring myself to ask Hartley directly if I could borrow his room for my sleep study. The mere thought of it was mortifying. Instead, I decided to roll the die, as he often puts it, and wait for his night off to sneak into his room and to nap. The experience of sleeping in a servant's room was thrilling, but the fear of getting caught was overwhelming. Every little noise startled me, and I couldn't manage to sleep for more than a few moments, fearing Hartley would return at any time. Clara. Servants' quarters. Sleep duration, perhaps 1 hour. Quality, terrible. Effect. About half the steps the following day. I also discovered a stray die had found its way into my pocket, which was hardly shocking given Hartley's history. Hmm. 12579. My dear diary. I have to confess that I was initially hesitant to spend the night in the Baron's room. It's extravagantly showy, with every surface adorned with gold and every piece of furniture so large it seems almost comical. But as I lay down in the enormous bed, I was surprised to find that I felt entirely at ease. Even the absurdly oversized pillows were somehow comfortable, propping me up just right so that I didn't feel any strain on my neck or back. I slept more soundly than I have in weeks, and I woke up feeling genuinely rested for the first time in what feels like forever. Clara. Master bedroom. Sleep duration 8 whole hours. Quality the best in many months. Observable effects. I woke feeling very refreshed, with more energy and more steps than normal. 12879. As fate would have it, just as I had begun to make progress in my quest of slumber, a most joyous event has interrupted my progress. My beloved daughter has given birth to a son, and has requested my presence in town to assist her during this exciting but demanding time. For now, I shall take my leave of the bedrooms of Mount Holly, but I am certain, dear diary, that one day I shall return. Lady Clara Epson, grandmother. Hmm? Hmm. Huh. That's one thing I didn't do with the blessing that I got. I didn't try putting the antechamber in um the outhouse. I guess I should try that next time I get that blessing. Hopefully it won't be too long before I get it. Very interesting. Because that's what it looks like. Very interesting. All right. So it seems like it's good to end the day in the master bedroom or the bunk room. Because I'm curious about this. Servant's quarter will like have my footsteps but give me a die. Interesting. Hmm. Clock tower it is. Be interesting to get silver stopwatch here. A large battery pack. How Closer to 130, not very. Still so much to uncover. Do I want to continue forward or explore the left side? Let's go back and explore the left side before I get too far. Although I probably should reach rank 8 in case I draft. No, I've already drafted the dining room. So yeah, let's go ahead and use this here. The garage. I think I'll go for the veranda for now. Actually, you know what? I'll redraw. Try to get a better room. That's no better room. Foyer, huh? Sure. This map. I don't have a shovel. Oh no, I don't think I'm able to get a shovel either because I have the dowsing rod. Oh well, that's all right. I have forgotten exactly what it is that all the letters were because I misplaced the piece of paper that I made. So I'm actually going to make a new piece of paper here with all of these and then probably think on it later. I spent just a little bit of time looking at this picture here. Will I be able to get it? Probably not. Oh my gosh, I keep on skipping over E. This one really does stump me. Well, this might be another one. Now that I have a list of the letters again, I'll just sit there and think. Come back to. I won't get this night. It is what it is. I think I'll get to eat this. I haven't been to the dormitory before. Oh, but the armory might have the axe in it. I'll look at the armory. No axe. But a shield. I do have the sledgehammer, so don't need to spend money on the mace. Although, it would give me a star, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Can win another pool game. Soul Shaker. So rounding to the ones place, 11 divided by 5 would be 2 rounded. 7 rounded to the tens would be 10. 10 times 11 rounded would be 100. Divided by 20 would be 5. A third of 10 rounded would be 3. Plus 2 plus 2 and 2.3 rounded would be 5. Very nice. The silver key wants to go to the left here if possible. Chapel. I did get a bonus for entering the Major. And I think that I get trunks in the entrance hall too, right? No, that was on a different day. Oops. This room wasn't in the diary. That's interesting. I wonder what happens when you fall asleep in this room. Guess we'll need to find out. I also don't know what happens if you fall asleep in the dormitory. Be the first edition of drafting strategies in here. Be exciting. But before we get into that, what else do we have? A clock. Chessboard, pawn, chair. Costa Rica University. And this is a different country here. Some dice. Oh, this is volume 2 of Drafting Strategy. Contents, my type of room, the craft of the draft, shifting gears, no time like the future, perplexing plans, spreading your wings, word from the editor. My type of room, categorization of floor plan subtypes. As architects, we know that designing a building is a complex and multifaceted process. From the layout to the details, every decision we make can have a significant impact on the final result. Perhaps that's why we're always looking for ways to improve our craft and refine our ideas. In this edition of Drafting Strategy, we're excited to introduce a useful concept that can take your designs to the next level: room subtypes. While we've previously explored the use of colored floor plans to categorize the basic kinds of rooms, in this issue, we will be examining architectural symbols that can be used to further classify and differentiate the types of rooms in your house. These symbols provide the draftsman with a visual way to indicate the purpose and function of a room, whether it's a design workspace, a utility control room, or a conundrum. These subtype symbols can communicate the intended use of a room at a quick glance. By including these symbols on their floor plans, architects can make it easier for contractors and builders to understand their vision and bring it to life. But the benefits of floor plan categorization go beyond just clarity. By understanding and identifying subtypes, architects can craft strategies that surpass the surface level simplistic approaches commonly used by inexperienced drafters. The craft of the draft. Drafting rooms are floor plans that affect the draft pool or the drafting process. As such, they are spaces that are often designed for activities related to academic pursuits and research. Some of their common features include floor plan redrawing, draft pool manipulation, and rarity adjustments. As students of the art of drafting, aspiring architects can greatly benefit from the knowledge, experience, and learning opportunities that these rooms have to offer. In a class of its own, academia isn't only found in the mountains of Carinthia. Classroom is a great example of the scholastic strategies that this room type has to offer. Not only does it provide synergy for other drafting rooms, but it's also a valuable source of information and knowledge. Did you know the classrooms you'll find will fall under one of the 8 different grades, ranging from first grade to the accumulation of your academic journey, grade 8? However, there are rumors of an additional annex classroom at the Mount Holly Elementary used solely for exams and student testing, but finding it has been near impossible as it requires drafting more than 8 classrooms. That's interesting. So we need to draft 9 classrooms to ace the exam. Dang. Which is possible since I added classroom to the draft pool itself, but it'll still be hard. Shifting Gears, Architectural Digest's Guide to Mechanical Rooms. Far from the pristine white pages of academia, the mechanical world is a rugged industrial space marked by the symbol of the gear and stained with the grime of heavy machinery. These floor plans prioritize function over aesthetics, and the design of each mechanical room reflects this focus on efficiency. These rooms serve as the command center for estate operations, housing the control systems that keep everything running smoothly. Ducts, ducts, ducts. 3-way rooms split ducts 3 ways. Boiler room is known as a power source because it provides steam power to various rooms in the house. Steam is conveyed from room to room via ducts that run across the ceiling, and power can be transported across great distances as long as you continue to string together rooms that contain power ducts. So when you're in a room, look up. There might be a duct. There might be a duck. Did you know drafting from a door that is steam powered will increase the likelihood of drawing rooms with ducts? I actually kind of had that suspicion, but it makes sense. No time like the future. Some rooms offer long-term benefits rather than immediate resources. These floor plans, known as tomorrow rooms, are considered an investment for the future, and they offer the forward-thinking architect a number of strategies that will pay dividends down the road. Strategic planning is critical to drafting success, and knowing when to forsake the current day's progress to set yourself up for a prosperous future is a critical decision that each architect will encounter. Time freeze. Nothing better exemplifies setting yourself up for tomorrow at the expense of today than freezer. But drafters who may not want to totally abandon their current day's progress will be pleased to know that there are a few clever ways to manipulate frozen assets. Entering furnace or sauna after drafting a freezer will thaw any frozen gems or gold you are carrying, and you will once again be able to use them. However, if you still wish your accounts to carry over to the next day, you will have to refreeze your assets again by re-entering freezer. Warning: if furnace is drafted within a few ranks of freezer, then the temperature will start rising and everything will melt, including your assets. If the temperature gets too high, refreezing will no longer be possible. Perplexing plans. Any architect who loves challenge inevitably ends up drafting a few puzzle rooms in their house. These floor plans, marked only with a single enigmatic jigsaw piece, lack accompanying text and explanations, as if to suggest that even understanding the room's function is part of the puzzle. Some puzzle rooms, like parlor and billiard room, become increasingly difficult as you solve them. evolving over time as you progress. Spreading your wings. The final type of room we will cover in this issue is the spread room. These floor plans enable the architect to spread out items among many rooms. When items are spread, they are only placed in currently active rooms in the house. The number of items that are spread is determined by the number of rooms on your estate. Waiting until your house is bigger will provide larger spreads. Strategies that employ spread rooms are often centered around travel and backtracking. Word from the editor. I wanted to use this segment to thank all our readers for the wonderful mail and feedback we received after we sent out our very first issue of Drafting Strategy. It's incredibly rewarding to create something that is appreciated. It's even more rewarding to know that somewhere out there, a young architect is reading our magazine and getting inspired to build something of his own that may one day, in turn, inspire others. When I was a child, I vividly remember the experience of reading the memoirs of the court's grand architect, Lorenza T. Rayland. To say it challenged me is an understatement. It had a profound effect on the way I view the world and the spaces within it. We each draft our own dreams as a child faint sketches on blurry blueprints, illegible to all, especially ourselves. And our purpose? Why it is found hidden in the floor plans of our youth. Interesting. Interesting. What else can we do here? Well, nothing but go up and hope. And maybe I'll take some time to mess with the angels or something. I might as well spend the gold. Yum. I do have a key. Do I have a key card? No, I think that was the previous game. So I can't access this room, I don't think. Unfortunate. So I really need help. I can buy keys at the commissary, though. In fact, I might do that. Do I buy another? I think I do buy another. Lost. Go for a parlor. The black box is true and it contains the gems. The blue box is empty and it is false. The black box is false, the above statement is false. Interesting. So if this is telling the truth, then this is lying. Oh. But it's saying that the blue box is empty. Oh, the blue box is empty if it is false. But if it's true, if the blue box is true, this box is empty. If it's false, they're both empty and the white box has the gems. If this is true. Black box is false, the above statement is false. This is also saying the black box is true, contains gems. The blue box is empty if it is false. Pretty sure that one of these has to be false and the other one with a single statement has to be true, because I think this is saying that the black box is false no matter what. No, that would make sense though, because then none of them can be true, right? Because if this one has a true statement and a false statement, right? And we assume that the top is true and the bottom is false, then this is the false box and this has to be true. But if this is false, then it means that the blue box has the gems. If this is true, it's saying that the black box has the gems. If both... If we assume that the... If both of these statements are false here, and saying that the black box is true, that the blue box is empty if it is false. But that would mean that this one has to be lying, saying that the black box is true, so it's saying that the black box is false when it's true, and it contains the gems. I think I'm going to choose the middle white box, but man, these are getting super difficult. I wouldn't be surprised if I get it wrong. Okay, I got it right. I still don't fully understand how, though. So I'm guessing that this box was false, right? Meaning that this one is true, because this one's false. Okay. And this one again, this statement up here is false, but this statement right here is true. Okay. Interesting. Do I use the... I'll use a silver key here. Oh, unfortunate. And there ends the run. Well, since we're here, we might as well take another look at the gallery, as much as I hate to waste more time in this room. If any of you are watching live, feel free to give your suggestions as to what this could depict. Human eyes. I wonder if that's something. Oops. Ah! I doubt it is this. Nope. Resonate? I don't think that would be it. Nope. Maybe you just look at words ending in 8, right? I'm just spitballing ideas. Nope. I really don't know. As I said, since I have the full list of letters it could possibly be, I'll take a look at it later. But as it stands, I think that's all we can do for this run. So let's call it a day. I think I have one more day in me.